Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcore Guides, with my guide for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves on crushing difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 25 entitled Broken Paradise. And a broken paradise? It certainly is. First section, you basically getting mowed down. I mean, what else is new when it comes to Uncharted? And you got no weapons, so you can't fight back. You're just going to have to roll and tumble your way through it. So, there's that. This part I did die, because one of these guys got me. I think it was this guy. So, hide behind the cover to just kind of avoid him. Mainly because he's the armored enemy. It's a lot more painful just to take him out, so that's why I decided to hide away and hope to the best that he'll get knocked out. But this is the last chapter in which you really need to do any sort of shooting out when it comes to groups of enemies or something like that, because the next chapter itself is mainly just the boss fight and then the platform running away sequence. So there's that. Something Uncharted 1 did not really have. It just had the boss itself, and then after that it was like, alright, you're basically done. So now that we're in this area, also I love Drake's design. I love when he gets different, shirts and stuff depending on the environment he's in. It's always been pretty cool. I love his design in 3 as well. These are I think they're called Guardians, if I remember correctly. But basically, you can shoot these guys. They take a lot more ammo to kill than your normal, regular, human-based enemy. And they have these golden crossbows, which does about, I think, like maybe 2 shots to kill you. So, something to be very careful of. Even getting shot once is practically enough to almost practically just put you down. So, you're better off just trying to find small spots like I am right here to get a good shot, a clear shot on them, and at the same time, also watching out for, of course, them firing back. Grenades are pretty good. I think I want to say it takes maybe about, probably like 2 or 3 grenades to kill them with that. And usually it takes like a couple of clips just to take these bastards down, as you can tell. Like, it takes a lot of ammo to take them out. But thankfully, we do have Elena and Chloe here with us, so they can be a careful distraction. Now, something else to keep in mind, too. And this is the bomber variant. I think they're a lot weaker in terms of health. But one thing to keep in mind is that because these are the golden crossbows, these things do a ton more damage. 2 shots to take 1 Guardian guy down. And I think that, I think for the bomb guys, it's about the same, like with just the regular enemies, too. I wouldn't be surprised. It's like I said, I think the bomb enemies have lower health, but I'm not really even 100% sure about that. I wish I knew, but nah, it's whatever. Was this the correct way to go? I don't think so. Oops. Oh yeah, that's right, because I was in the place I was supposed to go. Which, by the way, I do recommend staying over here for the first part of the fight. I think this is a pretty good area to kind of just hide in, and it keeps you somewhat safe from a lot of the fighting that was going on. So, and now we just got to make our way across to the next area and jump straight into... I want to say it's going to be platforming for just a little bit, and then I think it goes into the next main big shootout section, if I remember correctly. But it's been about a week since I played this. And then here you just got to shoot the Gentamani stuff. There's no reason for me to keep the crossbow, because I'm not going to be able to use it on anybody that's important. Because using the golden crossbow, I mainly just keep it for the Guardian guys, because they're the ones that I want to get rid of quick because of how tanky they are. And here I thought, like, oh, I'm supposed to shoot the fire to cause it to do something. It's like, nah, that's not this game. I think that's a different game entirely. Oh, God. I think I know why my eyeballs have been hurting. It's all this motion blur and motion sick shit going on that's caused my eyes to just blow in my head. I gotta stop looking whenever I'm doing things like that, because holy moly. I think it's just the video playback. I think for YouTube it'll be fine. You guys probably won't notice it, but for the actual video I'm watching itself right now, it's... I can tell it's hurting my damn eyes just watching this. So it must have been Uncharted, because I've recorded like I don't know how many commentaries just today alone. It's crazy. Keep these things around for the chance when you're going to have to fight off the Guardian guys. And there's no... okay, I did die, so I lost the crossbow, but I did remember that the guardians do appear here. So I think that's partly why I kind of kept it around, or why I was hesitating whether or not I want to take the M4. But, yeah, you're better off just... either use a crossbow on the first guys or whatever. Just, I don't know, it don't matter. Either way, you're going to have a shootout coming soon. So, just bear that in mind, that once you come around here and start to... I want to say it's when you start to mess with stuff. I think that's when they spawn in. I think that's the trigger. The Iblis trigger, as they say. Yeah, because now we're in stealth, so... which I believe... or at least I wouldn't be surprised if you could stealth everything, but I'm not going to bother with it. By the way, it's 4 grenades to take out a single heavy armored enemy. It is insane. And the Chintamani stuff itself is very helpful with taking out big guys, too. Also, if you do finish off this wave of enemies and you die to the Guardians, then the game will checkpoint you at the Guardians. Well, I should say, it checkpoints you after the human fight. So, keep that in mind. And right now, I'm just staying back on the same platform, just picking off anybody and everybody that's just showing up, so I can just lessen their numbers before I have to go and actually engage in closer combat with them, because, you know, just basically doing what I can to pick them off. And thankfully, there's a ton of grenades just all around waiting for me to pick up. So if there's any armored enemies left, at least I still have that I can use. And if you don't happen to have grenades at the beginning of this to throw out the super heavy enemies, that guy just clearly didn't see me. If you happen to have no grenades, this area gives you like 4 of them, so I would say it's preferred you just use that. Maybe the crossbow might actually, it might do a lot of damage to them. I haven't checked that out, but yeah, I'm going to wait for him to drop down and get the kill. But then again, that kill was performed because I did die. And if you're trying not to die, I don't blame you, but if you're trying not to die, you might not have that. Or at the very least, you could save the Chintamani stuff. You could save that for when they drop down so you can kill them that way instead of using on the human guys like I did. And these guys have a tendency to pretty much just do the same melee attack as that, like, abominable snowman type thing, whatever. I don't remember, I don't know what they're called, but whenever you're fighting those guys, they have the same melee attack system, which is why I kind of think that they're probably part of the same, they're obviously not the same creature, but they got to be a part of the same Guardian-esque type thing or something, I'm guessing. I don't remember the lore. I never really looked it up much when it came to what they are. But I know that, you know, obviously we're getting closer to what we need to be getting because we see these guys now, so yeah. These guys are kind of fun to fight, though, not gonna lie. Also, this was just me just trying to remember how to do the damn puzzle. There's a thing you can climb on the side where the stairs are at, and I just didn't see it. And then I was kind of looking back. I'm like, I know you can climb on that thing, so that's why I was looking back there to find it. And what do you know? Lo and behold, what a surprise. Yes, you can climb. Because if the puzzle can't be solved by any other means of relatively anything else, it's probably a careful case of you're just going to have to climb something. That's the Uncharted way. Alright, so a little bit of a stealth-ish section. I don't take full advantage of it. I do get like 1 kill. Actually, I was able to get 1 stealth kill once before, and they didn't spot me, but once I do this, they catch me. I run back instantly. But just stay back behind these pillars. Mainly just stay away from the grenade launcher guy and the shotgun enemies here, because they will do everything they can to waste you. It's probably just best just to stay back here and pick those guys off first if you don't feel like going for stealth. Which, going for stealth, I don't think it's impossible to do. I'm pretty sure you probably could do it. Got a stealth-only Uncharted 2 run. Ugh. I don't even know if that's even possible. I'm sure it is. Well, if I had to guess, it's probably one of those. There's gonna be moments where you're just not able to do that. I love the M4 in this game. It's so cool. You know, funny enough, as much as I love Uncharted 3 multiplayer, I didn't really care for 2. Believe it or not. I don't know. I think it's just because of how fluid the multiplayer was in 3 compared to 2. Because 2 feels stiff. Even though it's Uncharted 2, which feels fantastic to play. At least campaign-wise. And good thing I grabbed the grenade launcher, because now I can deal with these guys, like, you know, a couple of armored enemies, and then obviously just looks like a, yeah, sniper. So now we're good, because I think, yep, yeah, they're talking. So that pretty much just indicates that we're fine. Yes, there is some Chintamani stuff you can blow up, but oh well, I missed it. I missed my chance. And then coming up soon is going to be a part I'm pretty embarrassed about. Embarrassed that I even died there, because I could have easily done things a lot better. But hey, I didn't remember that they spawned in there. So that was my bad. Yeah, right here, throw a grenade right in the middle, right where the Chintamani is basically at, and just blow that shit up, and you waste all of them at once. Yeah. Or shoot it, one of the two, I don't know. I think you have to grenade it. But if you grenade the Chintamani thing right there, to the right, where I blew it up at, it will take care of everybody. And here I was freaking out thinking, because I saw the body fall, and I'm thinking like, oh no, another guy dropped in. No, he just ragdolled back on the ground, I guess. Oops. Chloe, you could have helped, god damn it, you're right there.
Nice work, guys.
Why do I gotta do everything? Those two could have done it. Speaking of Chloe, I'm not sure if I ever did beat Lost Legacy. I swear I did. I was going to check that today, but I don't remember. But like I said, I swear that I did beat it back then. I don't know. Because it wasn't... I don't remember it being that long of a game. In terms of Uncharted stuff, it's a spin-off. And I haven't beaten Golden Abyss yet. And that's a spin-off. That's also apparently pretty long too. Wait for the big heavy armor guy to show up and then blast him with the Chintamani stuff there, so you can just kind of knock him away. I think the Guardians, yeah, the Guardians get the kill themselves. Those kill stealers, of course they do. They'd be great in a MOBA, wouldn't they? But yeah, so this fight has always been kind of weird. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to just even bother fighting the enemies or not. Because for the most part, the Guardian guys can do a hefty amount of damage to just big guys anyway. But I want to get through this quick, and I don't want to have to deal with, you know, waiting for whatever. That's why I'm focusing on fighting Lazarevich's men and not really fighting the Guardians, because I want to use the Guardians to my advantage. Because they don't throw grenades at me. No, no, no. Sure, they can almost insta-kill me with like one burst shot, but they don't really shoot as often either, too, so that's what kind of comes in handy. And then just kind of stay up here for a little while, wait for everybody to just sort of kind of pour out of their clown car. That's essentially what's going on, it seems. Because look at this, there's like another dude that just appeared out of nowhere. It's like, god damn. And then of course I ran out of ammo. I ran out of bullets and I ran away. So, yeah, I was making an Ultimate Showdown reference there. I'm all this shit now. It's crazy to think. And yet another guy with a shotgun appears. But they usually are more distracted with the Guardians than they are you. So, in all fairness, I can get away with just kind of hiding down and get my ammo and pick them off one by one. Thankfully. And then once you clear out these guys, the Guardians are going to pop out of the door, and you will be checkpointed around that time. So that's a good thing, though. That's a very nice, good thing. And here it's just basically just taking out the rest, doing what I can. So, all right. Like I said, this should be a checkpoint, I think. Maybe I didn't. Once again, I didn't edit my death. Well, now I can prove it. I missed another death that... Hey, these things are quick, man. I'm sorry. Trying to find these deaths, you know, it's kind of hard to find that when you're just looking through shit. I hope there's no more... I don't think so. I think this is the real cut. But you guys get to see me die to prove that, once again, yes, I do suck. As you can see there, I did suck at actually even landing a couple of the crossbow shots, too. But these guys are not that bad. Especially the grenade guys. Just kind of hide behind pillars, and they can't really hit you with anything. And then wait for one of them to just kind of drop dead and grab the crossbow and then kill them that way. But you are probably better off just killing the grenade guys first, because even though they can't really hit you that well, when they do hit you, it does quite a bit of damage. So, you don't want to eat shit. Just saying. And yeah, here's he's about to blast me, but luckily, Nate's dodge mechanic is good enough to get me away from that. Thank goodness for that. I was able to dodge all that crap. Alright, now it's time to head out, and we have one more fight left to go. I'm pretty sure it's one more fight. It's like across a bridge thing again. And no, it's not the PUBG bridge, I promise. It's a different one. A little less worse, to be fair. And luckily I didn't die on it either. Not this time. So, I got away with it. Oh man, look at that fire. It looks weird. I know I was bitching about game dev stuff. I think probably in my Crash playthrough. I was bitching about game dev stuff, but it is funny how like the fire here just looks a little bit more, well, 2D. They definitely did their best to try to hide it, but I don't know. It looks 2D.
We're almost there.
Not like it matters.
Lazarevich.
Alright. So, basically, just got a couple of... I think it's Dragon Snipers themselves.
Come on, honey, you can do it. Hang on.
Just gonna pick off whoever. It doesn't matter. Whoever gets in my way first dies. So this is your best chance to show off your sniper skills, basically. And in terms of cover, I mean, you're probably better off hiding behind that right pillar there instead of what I'm doing right now. And thankfully I have plenty of grenades too, so if they start to group up or get too difficult to deal with, I can at least just throw some grenades down that way. Now, I have nothing else much to say. It's just a choke point. I mean, at this point, you've already fought so many battles that you probably are pretty much just used to this whole thing the entirety of this. It probably would have been smarter to not even use hardcover for this part right here either. I probably could have gotten away with just doing the regular Uncharted 1 type thing where I just aim behind cover. And then once you move up too far, I think that's when they spawn in the next group, so something to look out for. Of course, if you have grenades, just throw them. Sorry, just throw them. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Get rid of these guys. Who cares? Get rid of them forever. And then, of course, once again, shotgunners down the line. I don't even know what the hell he blew up by. He probably dropped a grenade, or at least his buddy probably threw one and killed him. You know, sometimes you just kind of get lucky that way. Yep, there we go. All right. Well, that's pretty much it, I think. I don't think there's nothing left to really talk about besides we're almost there, folks. We're at the very end of this game. So, I'll see y'all for the finale. As always, take care, everybody.